Good morning, ladies. I look like I always have the same shirt on, don't I? No, I just have a lot of black shirts, and they're always dirty with barn dust or moving dust or some sort of that. But I'm doing my therapy today, and for me, therapy is being in the barn and cleaning, taking care of my pups and my critters. A lot of things going through my head. I'm kind of sad, that's for sure. Working out some anger issues and disappointment and feeling stabbed in the back and trying to understand my emotions and where they're coming from and where they're going, and if I'm being controlling and not enough and all those stupid double questions of, am I not enough, am I being too much, and trying to draw that fine line of acceptance. The week was a little emotional. It has been for me, because now I find myself alone and want to be alone and reflect, which is okay. But I also find myself, now that I am decluttering my life and I finally got a stable foundation of where I'm going to be next, and I can just focus on my health or my mental well-being, I find myself reflecting. I don't want to be alone, but yet I don't want to be surrounded by a bunch of people I don't care to be around, or I can't handle any negativity, or pretending to be happy, or pretending to fall in love, or want to have, or lead somebody else on to think that there may be something more to it, because I'm not ready. And when I went up to Michigan this past week, and I went up for, typical me. If I have one purpose, I usually make 2 or 3 purposes why to go up there and make it count. And so when I went in there, and up there, and I stopped in to see what I thought was hopeful, find my cowboy Jeff up there and maybe have an eye-to-eye, face-to-face conversation of at least finalizing it, or have a closure with it, is what I guess I'm looking for. And maybe any answer he's given me is probably not enough. It's probably not the answers I want, but I feel like I'm a little breadcrumbed, or a little hopeful, and it doesn't sit well with me, and it just saddens me that I didn't do this all for nothing, but I also was doing it for us. And I guess maybe as a woman, we get stuck in this a little bit of a fairy tale. I never thought I was that type, that I wanted the fairy tale, facade. It's all bullshit, right? But yet, in some ways, I do. And I keep thinking that men that 18 years or 8 years, or working with a partner and striving for the future, will satisfy them. That they will understand that you are working not for just you, but also working for us as a team. And maybe our love language is a little differently. That's what I adore. I love feeling accomplished, that your partner or you can work together and not always be right on top of each other, but you're still working together, even if it's sometimes separated. And it doesn't mean that you love them any less, but you still, there's that turn on of, wow, we're a strong power couple, that nothing will detour us from that bond and that commitment. And every time I don't know if I'm asking too much, if it's the age of the guys, you know, and it puts a distaste in my mouth so much that just even with the children or the kids, you know, I see these men that have children and they're so easily can walk away from the children and, you know, show up and play sugar daddy here and there and do the fun stuff with them, but don't really do much of the parenting part of it, the hard stuff, the stuff that the kids don't like to do, or discipline the kids to the point where mom's always the one on their rear end to get things done or accomplish stuff or pushing them, and then he's not. He's coming in and saying, ooh, let's go on the boat, or let's enjoy this. And of course I want to do that. I mean, I want to do fun stuff as well too. But I guess I've made my own bed. My fun stuff is my puppies. And I love my therapy of my animals. And I guess that makes me a little bit more homebody and more quiet. I don't really need to, or I didn't think I need to. But yet, I know I'm rambling here. I guess I didn't feel like, I don't know, it puts me in a very lost position. In one hand, I'm so very proud of myself for accomplishing the things that I've accomplished, and it wasn't easy. And on the other hand, I'm heartbroken because I guess in this lifetime we are kind of doing it on our own. And every once in a while you'll have moments of somebody else joining in, and then they flutter away. And I know they got their own shit to work out too. And I understand that with Jeff, that he really did have some baggage. And I tried to help him, thinking I was helping him. Maybe I wasn't. Because I know that kind of stuff comes back and haunts you, or sneaks up, kind of like it's doing with me, but maybe in a different aspect of it. But so that's where I am today. I have somebody that wants to come, hey, let's go ride motorcycles and blah blah blah, and then it's like, yeah, I do in some sort, and other it's not what I want. And I don't want to be hopeful thinking that's where it's leading. And then I think about 100 other reasons not to, because I have so much other stuff that I could be doing and taking advantage of. And because, one, I want to take care of business at home and make sure that everything I have here at home is set up for the future, that I will be thankful that I took advantage of it and got it taken care of and organized, and, you know, make it simplify The other hand, I don't need to be spending any money because I've already dumped a whole bunch of money into this house, and my income is going to be like slashed in half now that I'm not doing what I was doing, which scares the jeebers out of me in some sense, because this place is definitely not set up yet to accommodate all the things that I want to achieve and do. So those are my thoughts today. It hurts that, and it's like, why can't I be happy? Why can't I be enough for myself? And how is anybody else going to be enough for me if I can't be enough for myself? So it's all that bullshit double talk. It's all stuck up in here and in here. I'm proud and I'm saddened. But I have my puppies that are always happy to see me and always sitting here waiting for me, and that has got to be enough for now. And it will be. It just, therapy in the barn is always good. I will find a couple other hobbies to do, and we'll go from there. I will get back into shape, start riding my horses that I've been neglecting to do lately. My daughter's been taking over, so I will be doing that. That will make me feel better. And you know me, I start something and I jump all the way into it, heart, soul, which is another double-edged sword, because I want to do it, I want to do it well, and once I get the love of it, it's hard to detach from it. It's like an addiction. It's just the way I guess all of us have that thing that we use to cope with stress, trauma. It's either you find a good addiction, and I don't know what is good. I don't know, drinking, drugs, and driving crazy on the road, and you know, beating people up, or I guess those would be the bad ones, but the one I'm beating up is myself. But ladies, I wanted just to give a shout out that, yeah, keep accomplishing, keep working towards your goals, one day at a time. If it only means getting up and taking a shower and taking a walk with your puppy, that's what it takes. I think we're all in this position. We just, what I hear? I heard it's a saying that if you were to throw your problems in a bucket or a bowl, and everybody in the group would throw their problems in a bucket or a bowl, and you passed it around, whose would you choose over yours? Would you choose your neighbor's issues or problems, or would you pull yours back out of that bucket or that bowl? I think I'm doing okay. I guess I chose this life, and whatever God has for me, and hopefully I'm smart enough to figure it out, because there are days I feel like I'm fighting a losing battle, but here I am. Keep going. God bless. Take care, girls. And sorry, I'm always looking the same. Happy 4th. Stay safe. God bless.